Pasta normally gets a bad rep in the weight loss world as a high carb, high calorie food. But what if pasta lovers everywhere could throw all the ingredients into a sheet pan, pop it into the oven, and then have a week's worth of the most delicious, high protein, low calorie version of their favorite meal? That's some exciting stuff. And today we're going to do it 3 different ways. So let's get started, shall we? First up, we've got the cheeseburger pasta. So this has 400 calories and nearly 40 grams of protein per serving. First thing you're going to do is make the cheese sauce. You're basically going to pour everything into this big blender. I got a bigger blender, guys, so this makes it a lot easier. The ketchup is optional, but I just like it as like a cheeseburger kind of flavor enhancer. So yeah, basically just blend everything until smooth. Then you're going to grab your sheet pan. So it's a 9x13 inch sheet pan we're going to be using for all these recipes. Then you use your protein pasta. I use Barilla. That's just what they have here in the UK. And you're going to add either ground beef or like beyond ground Quorn mince. Again, whatever you have. You could use meat, you could use fake meat, whatever, just kind of like a ground beef kind of substitute or thing. And then you're gonna add onions. You could also add other veggies if you want. But yeah, it's super easy. You basically just dump everything into a sheet pan and then pour the sauce over it and mix. There's no need to like stand on top of the stove and make the pasta and then make everything separately. Like literally just pour it all in. Like yes, literally the raw pasta. You don't have to like boil it beforehand or anything. It's so easy. That's the whole point of these recipes, guys. I want it to be as easy as possible just so you could like pop it in the oven and meal prep for the week. Anyway, you want to make sure it's all submerged, right? So you're going to add a bit more milk after mixing everything together because you want to make sure pasta's submerged. You want to make sure that none of the noodles are like sticking out because we want them to cook, right? The liquid is going to allow them to cook in the oven. So this is an important step, guys. You're going to cover it tightly with foil. Make sure the foil is not like sticking out the sides too much. Then you're going to pop it in the oven for 35 minutes and you can kind of go do whatever you want during this. Make this on a Sunday, have it meal prep for the whole week. So it's going to look a bit weird and dry, but trust me, guys, just mix it after baking and then you're going to add a bit more liquid because you basically are going to cook it uncovered after this. So add a bit more liquid. Of course, if you have Fairlife milk or any other skim protein milk, that's great, but you could also use regular skim milk as well. This recipe is already super high in protein, so you're all good. Add a little bit of mozzarella on top just to, make it more cheesy, make it look better. I use light mozzarella, has around like 80 calories per 30 grams. And then you're going to cook it for about 10 or 12 more minutes. You could also broil at the end if you want, if your oven has that setting. But look how delicious this looks. I just put a bit of Italian seasoning on top. And then we're going to cut it into 6 servings. Just using a spatula here, I just make sure to try and cut them evenly. Again, I always say this, but depending on your macro needs, you could cut it into 8 servings. You could cut it into 4. It's up to you. But this has around 400 calories and just under 40 grams of protein per serving, making the macros absolutely great. And if you use real ground beef as well, the protein could be even higher. I'm just vegetarian, so that's my jam. If you don't like it, then just use regular ground beef. But yeah, this is great to take to work or school. Obviously, you could keep it in the fridge, store it there and eat it throughout the week. I still have some pasta that I made earlier this week, and today's Saturday. I literally just ate it today. So I've had it in the fridge for about 5 days. I'd recommend maybe storing it for up to 5 days. Key things with this recipe are, again, make sure to add the milk and like the second layer of milk, as I said, because we don't want the pasta to dry out. But yeah, it looks so delicious and it's such a convenient option to take with you on the go. This is so easy to make. You just like leave it in the oven while you go do your thing. No need to like stand over the stove, boil the pasta. So good, so easy. Chicken parm bake is next, guys. So we're going to make the Parmesan sort of sauce first. Just basically just blend everything into a blender. Also, I love my new kitchen island and I love how much natural light my new apartment gets, or flat rather. It's absolutely great. So you're going to use that 9x13 inch trusty sheet pan and pour the high protein penne into there. Again, you can get it from most grocery stores, like depending on which country that you're in. There's going to be different brands, but this one's Barilla. So I use some chopped vegan chicken. Again, you could use like regular chicken, you can use grilled, you can use breaded, whatever kind of floats your boat. Then you're going to pour in a bunch of marinara sauce. I know it looks like a lot, but we're going to make sure it's all fully submerged because that's how chicken parm is, right? And then we're going to pour that Parmesan layer over top. Now, I know this is going to look like a bit of a mess, a bit of a massacre, if you will, but trust the process. And you're just going to mix everything together. It already looks really good, like low-key, even though we haven't baked it yet. But yeah, just mix it until it looks like this. Make sure everything's fully submerged again because like the pasta's raw, right? And you need the liquid in order to bake it. So you're going to cover it with foil. Again, important step. Pop it into the oven for 35 minutes, which I know is a long time, but you can go do whatever you want during this time. It's great because you don't have to like constantly go over the stove and like continue to watch your pasta boil and all that. The whole point is to make it easy and cheesy. That's what I like to make it as. So I'm gonna uncover it. Again, be very careful with this step. The foil is gonna be kind of hot. And then after that, you're gonna spray it with a bit of cooking spray and then add your breadcrumbs. So I wanted to add panko breadcrumbs, but I couldn't find any. So I literally just like toasted some like semi-stale bread and add the breadcrumbs on top. You could totally do that as well. There's just a bit of breadcrumbs there. And then if you want to add a bit more Parmesan on top, you totally can. But the cooking spray is good because it allows the breadcrumbs to be like nice and crispy. You're gonna pop it back into the oven. You're gonna bake it and then ideally broil it at the end for a couple of minutes if your oven has that setting, just to get the breadcrumbs nice and crispy. But if not, that's totally fine. And look at how good that looks. Again, super easy. I just put a bit more seasonings on top, and then we're gonna cut it into 6 servings. So again, guys, these recipes are more like sheet pan bakes, more of like a casserole kind of style. So that's why the pasta is kind of like grouped together in a square, if you will. But it's honestly great to take as meal prep on the go wherever you are. And then obviously you can store it in the fridge. Again, storing in the fridge for probably up to 5 days, which is great because you could just meal prep it throughout the week because it makes 6 servings. Of course, you can make it for like your family or for your partner, or if you want to make it into 4 servings or 8 servings, that's cool too. But yeah, this looks so delicious. If you really wanted like a cheese bowl as well, you could add more cheese, but honestly, there's a lot throughout, and the vegan chicken or regular chicken adds a lot of flavor as well. Lastly, we're making our low-calorie lasagna. This has less than 300 calories per serving. It is so good and high in protein. So for this one, you're actually going to cook the Quorn mince or whatever you decide to use, ground beef, I don't really care, and all the veggies into a pot. So I put it into a pan first, and I realized it was too small. But yeah, basically you're going to cook the Quorn mince until it's like brown, so like 4 minutes or so, and then you're going to add the veggies and cook them until they're like nice and soft. Again, I transferred it to a pot. Add a bunch of crushed tomatoes, like a ton of them, vegetable stock cube, and tomato paste, which is different than crushed tomatoes. Then you're basically going to mix that all together. Of course, you're going to add the spices. I use salt, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And then if you want to make it thicker, you could add like a little bit of extra milk or water as well. As you let that simmer, you're going to make the sauce, and then just make sure to kind of stir it throughout. Just add everything into a blender, blend it together. I would add like a little bit less milk to start, and then if it's too thick, maybe add a little bit more. Take out that trusty 9 by 13 inch sheet pan, spray with cooking spray, and then you're going to layer. So you're going to add the ground beef or whatever you decide to use. If you're not vegetarian, if you are vegetarian, layer. Then you're going to add the pasta. So I use these no boil protein lasagna sheets. Yes, they exist. They're made with lentils and they're available in the UK, or you can find something similar in your country. So you're going to add the sheets, like 3 of them. Then you're going to add the sauce, like basically pour half of it over top, and then you're going to do another layer. So add the ground beef mixture, add the sheets, and then add the sauce, because of course we need the no boil lasagna to be submerged in liquid so that it'll cook. And I actually didn't even know that no boil lasagna was a thing, but it makes it really easy for this sheet pan recipes. You don't have to like make the lasagna separately, right? If you want to add more pasta, you totally can. This is kind of just what fit in the sheet pan for me. If you decide to use a bigger sheet pan, that's cool too. But yeah, basically, obviously you want to make sure that that Parmesan layer is nice and smooth, but look at how good it looks. It looks nice and creamy. And then basically you're going to add some cheese on top. I just use light shredded mozzarella, but you could use cheddar, you could use marble. And you're actually going to put a little bit more water along the corners there, because again, we just want to make sure that the lasagna sheets cook. So about like 60 milliliters of water. Then you're going to cover it with foil. Again, super important. You're actually going to place it in for 45 minutes. You're going to bake it for a little bit longer here. I know, we're impatient, but it'll be worth it. Trust me, it'll be worthwhile. You can kind of go do whatever you want, go do whatever else after. And then once that's done, yes, you're going to peel off the aluminum foil, and it's going to be a bit difficult, which is annoying. Add a bit more milk. Again, it looks like slightly dry, but that's totally fine. Trust the process. Add a bit more milk, and then you're going to add some cheddar. So I added some light cheddar on top because I ran out of mozzarella. So I was like, oh, we're going to do a 2 cheese moment here. And you're going to put it back in uncovered. Yes, my laundry was going. Yes, my laundry is in the kitchen. That's how it works here in the UK. And look at how good that looks. Oh my God. I broiled it at the end for a bit and it looks delicious. Add a bit of Italian seasoning on there and then cut it into 6 sections. And guys, so low calorie, 280 calories per square. Like, such amazing macros, so cheesy, so filling. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It is perfect for meal prep. Just look at all that cheese on top. I feel like lasagna is usually like super high in calories. Usually because there's like more pasta, maybe less filling, but I decided to go heavier on the filling and not as heavy on the pasta because honestly, guys, you don't miss it really. If you really wanted to lower the calories even more, you could use like cabbage or something instead of the actual pasta. But no, this is like higher in protein pasta, which is perfect. I was really pleasantly surprised to find the exact pasta that I wanted. Look at how good this looks. Again, this is perfect to take on the go. I'd love to make meal prep recipes for you guys just to make your life easier and to make my life easier as I actually start a new job today, which is super exciting for me. But comment below and let me know which of these you're most excited to try first, and let me know what other meal prep recipes you want to see. This is delicious. So healthy, yet decadent, and so cheesy. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these recipes, then I'm sure you're looking for more meal prep recipe ideas. So I'm gonna link another video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.